Let freedom reign. The sun never set on so glorious a human achievement, meaning freedom should always only rule and reign itself over all of the world, over all of humanity and places and regions and societies that there is over the planet. There should only be the reign, rule, and tyranny and dictatorship of freedom, justice, equality, expression, speech, human rights, and other fundamental, critical, imperative, and necessary requirements in our lives, such as our own personal and individual virtue, character, integrity, morality, authenticity, talent, sovereignty, all should and must find their expressions in the external world, in the outside societies, public premises and conditions and realms, so that ultimately we all can live not just individually, happily, wisely, intelligently, but also with absolute collective and societal and global unity, harmony, symphony, goodness, alongside the exercise of discipline, kindness, character, justice, equality, fairness all the time in all of our behaviors, communications, interactions in our way. And that just should not be limited to one particular society, but we all must do the same thing as different and distinctive societies, regions, peoples, languages, nationalities, etc. So there should and there must only be the reign, rule, dictatorship, tyranny of freedom, justice, equality, liberty, fairness, expression, speech, or employment, education, and other fundamental imperatives and necessary requirements in our lives for human growth, development, advancement, learning, and for our basically as human beings, for our improvement, betterment. There has to be the first goal and necessity of freedom in our lives, which is not just an internal achievement but also the consequence of external recognition and outside realization and harmony in the world, and the basically dissolution and destruction of political tyranny, corruption, discrimination, and other authoritarian leaderships as well. And also have to be gone our globalism, bureaucracy, capitalism that seek to prioritize corruption, crisis, suffering over our lives so that they can grow bigger than ever before and more powerful than ever before. So obviously, freedom is the only rule, regulation, tyranny in the world that we should hope for, that we should admire, and that we should also embrace in our lives. Because for as long as there is freedom, there will also be courage, confidence, character, and the scope for other virtues and their developments in our lives. Otherwise,